Kidapawan City, but I grew up in Cagayan de Oro City. So I'm a clinical psychologist. So I am a PhD with patients. I treat children with some behavioral problems, people with personality disorders, or some people who may have some psychological problems. So I'm not stress-free, but I'm trying to cope with stress and teaching people how to manage with stress. And I'm here tonight because just like a singer who was a composer, I owe a lot to my upline, who is my kumare. His youngest child went to School for Life Montessori. By the way, we run 3 Montessori schools in Kidapawan City, in Matalam, and in Surala. So, the youngest son of my upline attended kindergarten in our school until elementary. And when he got married to his classmate also in Montessori, my husband and I were sponsors. And so, my entry to Reway is basically because of relationship. And I owe a lot to Miss Hannah Galbo. Now, this is Mom Hannah. So my entry to Reway, thank you, Mare. My entry to Reway is basically because of relationship that we have kept so well and healthy through the years. And I was invited by Marihana. And so we drove to General Santos City, and that's where I learned about Purtier Placenta. And with no doubt at all, we registered and took the product. And because of Facebook, I saw my best friend in college, because I went to college in Cagayan de Oro City. My best friend in college posted her picture. She was admitted in the hospital due to asthma and hypertension. And because she has been my best friend, the first thing that you do when you have something really great and something nice, so beautiful, is to think of your best friends and your loved ones. And the reason why I went to Cagayan de Oro City. And so I met, and she's here with us, Miss Grace Raniopa. So we have been best friends for 30 plus years and counting. And again, my going to Cagayan de Oro City to share Purtier Placenta is because of a relationship that we have really nurtured through the years. And so I thought, going to Cagayan de Oro City to share Purtier Placenta, because I believed in the integrity of the product as presented to us. So she took the product. She'll have more stories to tell about the product, but I'm happy that I brought Purtier Placenta because it gave her hope, not admitted in the hospital in the past 4 months. Palakpak! Little asthma with her, she gets admitted in the hospital before she took Purtier Placenta. And I'm so happy with that because there's kanang alipyo gani, no? The relief of having asthma, I know, is just so much that she's so thankful that she's not admitted. She has little struggle with coughing and some itchiness here, but no more hospitalization. And of course, her husband is also with us here, Mr. Rainier Raniopa, the Vice President of Cotelco of Cagayan de Oro City. Rain, ato siyang palakpakan kay layo ba yan na sila gi-drive. Rainier, where are you? Pakita imong kagwapo. Okay, so they have stories to tell how his sugar was managed. And again, I am very grateful for Purtier Placenta to my best friend, Cagayan de Oro City, because it has given them hope that beyond the traditional medication and the maintenance that they take, our Purtier Placenta has done better in terms of management of high sugar. And I'm joyful because with Grace influence as a Lupon volunteer. You know Lupon? You know Lupon, no? Lupon in the barangay where things are settled before you can file a case. And I'm so proud that my best friend is a Lupon volunteer. And in one of the sessions of Lupon, the secretary, who's a 75-year-old man, fainted, collapsed siya. So he was rushed to the hospital and he was found out to have a prostate cancer, stage 4. 75 years old, with PSA of 86, and after taking Purtier Placenta for how many months, dear? For 1 month, consuming 2 bottles, his PSA dropped to 19. Isn't that really great hope? So, I'm here because I am happy, I am joyful, sharing the product in itself, and seeing really people find hope. My son is a medical doctor, and he argues with me at the start, but he couldn't just answer me when I asked him questions about the scientific basis of how scientific our product is. But my answer to him is, we have lots of stories to tell, refuting science of chemotherapy. People get bowed, but this is scientific. And I asked him, so how will you answer me now? It's scientific, but people get bowed. Now here we are, people getting well with their cancer, but they get more beautiful and more handsome. And dialysis for 2 years, who cannot urinate. Now after 18 days, that person can urinate. Now tell me how scientific Purtier is. And so now they let me go wherever I go, I want to go. And we are very happy that we are giving hope to people. And so tonight, I am sharing with you my story because I am taking Purtier because of the nature of the work that I do. We run 3 schools, Montessori schools, and running schools, managing teachers, developing curriculum, and doing activities, and dealing with difficult parents and difficult children is not easy. I also help children with special needs and much more. I serve the province of Cotabato as a clinical psychologist, helping children who are sexually abused. I help Women Ecological Sanctuary, which house women and children who have trauma, and I also serve Surala as a clinical psychologist, and Tucker Homes owned by Team Tibo, an orphanage. So that's how I feel myself so much, and I started feeling that my vitality 5 years ago is no longer that much. And so I need to take something, and lo and behold, Marihana introduced to me Purtier Placenta. And now, it's Sunday, but I just came from work, and I believe that I still have that stamina and vitality 10 years ago. So thank you very much for Faith. Thank you so much for inspiring us. And we are in the right company, because one of the things that I am attracted with to this young lady who is leading Purtier Placenta in the Philippines is that she is so down to earth. You will never see, you will never sense any pride in her in spite of her achievements. And so, congratulations to everyone for coming. You are in the right place and you are with the right company. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you. All right. Once again, pwede